This video is sponsored by Squarespace. One of these is how Warhammer feels. The other is how Games Workshop tells you to paint. But why? Warhammer's universe is built on decay, corruption, and endless war. So why are we told to paint our minis like they're fresh out of a car commercial? Today, we're diving into why Games Workshop didn't design their paint line for the world they created and the companies that actually did. The term Grimdark comes from the Warhammer 40k tagline, "In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war." This phrase sums up the horror, chaos, and bleakness of Warhammer 40k world. But what really brought this feeling to life were the illustrations of renowned artist John Blanche. His work, chaotic, grotesque, and emotionally raw, shaped the visual identity of Warhammer. With limited palettes and dense, highly detailed compositions, Blanche's art style made the universe feel ancient, brutal, and broken. Today, the same visual language lives on through painting techniques like dry brushing, weathering, oil washing, and pigment layering, all aimed at creating mood, not perfection. Now contrast that with Games Workshop's official painting style. If you look at their box art, White Dwarf spreads, or Golden Demon winners, you'll see something very different. Bright, crisp, and clean, these miniatures are painted in what is known as the Eavy Metal style. Created by GW's in-house painting team, the technique was developed to make miniatures photograph well and look striking from across the table. It emphasizes bold color contrast, sharp edge highlights, and perfect separation between every surface. And while it's undeniably beautiful, it's also very different from the universe it's supposed to represent. So why does GW stick with the Eavy Metal style? 1. It sells. Clean, bright paint jobs photograph better and stand out on shelves. Grimdark can look muddy or unfinished in product photography. Reason 2, it reinforces their paint system. Base, layer, shade, edge, highlight. The entire method is built around creating a loop. Highlight the styles that require a variety of aptly named colors, teach the style, sell the paints, repeat. Reason 3, accessibility. New hobbyists see the box art and think, I want mine to look like that. The Eavy Metal style gives them a roadmap. Grimdark, in contrast, is harder to codify. It's intuitive, expressive, even messy. You can't package that into a starter set. And in some ways, Grimdark is more intimidating. There are so many different products that all require trial and error. A simple paint job with Citadel paints is a sure thing. But let's take a break from Grimdark to talk about Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform that does basically everything you'll ever need for a website. With cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a professional, unique online presence that perfectly fits your brand. Need to sell your work? Squarespace Payments makes it ridiculously easy to manage all of your transactions in one place. It just takes a few clicks and you can start receiving payment right away. Or if you're thinking about merchandise, Squarespace's print-on-demand features let you sell custom products without ever touching inventory. You design, they handle the rest. So if you need a site that's as versatile as your painting skills, check out Squarespace. When you're ready to start, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code Lyla to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. All right, back to painting. So if the Eavy Metal style and GW paints aren't built for the story of Warhammer, then what is? There are dozens of tools that help you paint your Warhammer models to actually feel like they belong in the Warhammer universe. For this model, I'm using Dark Arts by Two Thin Coats and Bear Cavalry's Weathering line. Dark Arts gives you a moody, desaturated palette designed for realism and emotion. The colors are inspired by the Zorn palette, a limited hue, moody set of colors historically associated with realism and naturalist painting. The line includes 30 brand new colors, including 22 acrylics, 3 grubby metallics, and 5 acrylic inks. I love Two Thin Coat paints in general, and the consistency and opacity of the Dark Art set lived up to the usual hype. Though some of their colors were too similar in my opinion, and I would have preferred to have gotten more unique colors. But if too thin coats isn't your jam, don't worry. Army Painter has a John Blanche-inspired set, which is obviously inspired by the father of Grimdark. Bear Cavalry offers a range of muted acrylics perfect for this style, and there are several Monument hobby sets that may not have been designed for Grimdark, but will get you pretty darn close. But honestly, as long as you're using a Zorn-inspired palette, you're on the right path. And if you really want to tell the story, you need grime, rust, and mud. I'm using Bear Cavalry's weathering effects, especially streaking grime and My Name is Mud. Here you can see where I'm dabbing the streaking grime on with my brush and removing it with my finger. That's one of my favorite things about this product. Not only is it realistic, but it's also non-toxic. And let me tell you, I did not expect to be this hyped about mud, but it's actually that good. It flows into recesses without being a watery mess, and it's just really realistic and easy to use. That said, there are plenty of other solid options. Dirty Down Rust, Vallejo Environment Acrylic, huge miniature pigment powders, and I'm sure there are more I don't even know about. Together, these tools don't just make your models look different, they make them feel like they've survived something. At the end of the day, it makes sense why Games Workshop paints this way. They've commodified a painting system, something clean, replicable, and product-driven. But that system isn't sacred, it's just one way to paint. And if you've ever looked at the Warhammer universe and felt the urge to make it look dirtier, darker, or more real, you should. The best thing about painting miniatures is that it's about telling a story, and no company, not even GW, can take that freedom away from you. But what do you think? Do you prefer Grimdark, Eavy Metal, or are you maybe painting your miniatures in hot pink rainbows and cotton candy? Let me know down in the comment section. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. It means the world to me that you're here. If you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe. Go support me over on Patreon. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.